People often believe happiness is somewhere far away, but sometimes, the moment you run after it, you realize you left the most precious thing right behind you. In Oklahoma, there lived a 35-year-old man named Jack. Jack owned a small farm with his wife, Sarah, and their 2 children. Every day he wore a faded plaid shirt, pulled on his old boots, and drove the tractor out into the cornfield. Life was not wealthy, but it was peaceful. Still, Jack began to feel trapped. He scrolled through his phone and saw friends showing off new houses, shiny cars, and fancy city jobs. One year, the harvest went terribly wrong and corn prices fell to the bottom. Jack grew restless. He told Sarah, "If we stay here, we will never rise above this." In Dallas, one real estate deal could earn more than this whole season. Sarah was worried. She wore a simple cotton dress while preparing dinner, put down the knife, and said softly, "Jack, I do not need luxury. I only need you and the children safe." But Jack refused to listen. He was convinced a brighter future was waiting for him elsewhere. Jack sold part of the land for starting money and moved to Dallas. He rented a small apartment, dressed in a new suit, and joined a real estate company. At first, everything looked like a dream. Bright lights, fine restaurants, skyscrapers that touched the clouds. But soon the pressure of endless clients, harsh competition, and sleepless nights crushed him. Every evening when he came back to that empty apartment, he missed the sound of his children laughing and the smell of fresh bread from Sarah's kitchen. One late night, Jack sat drinking beer with Michael, an older colleague. Michael wore a sharp suit, but his face showed exhaustion. He sighed and said, "Jack, I spent my youth in this city. But every time I pass the countryside, I wish I had a piece of land, a porch, and a family to come home to." Those words struck Jack deeply. For the first time, he realized the truth. What he was searching for was exactly what he once had but had thrown away. Jack decided to return to Oklahoma. When he came back, he faced the consequences. The land he had sold was now owned by someone else, and his farm was smaller than before. He looked at Sarah, who stood there with worried but gentle eyes. Jack no longer made empty promises. He rolled up his sleeves, repaired fences, planted vegetables with Sarah, and raised chickens to replace the lost income. Life was harder, but each day felt meaningful. Time passed, and Jack learned to cherish simple things. He taught his children how to plant seeds. In the evenings, the family sat together on the porch sharing stories. As the sun dipped down and painted the fields in golden light, Jack knew he was standing on the very mountain others only dreamed of reaching. We are often tempted by glamour and think happiness lies somewhere else. But many times, when we leave, we finally understand that the most valuable treasure was right where we started. So if you ever look at someone's life and think they are luckier, pause for a moment. Look at your family, your home, the small moments unfolding around you. Do not wait until you lose them to realize that you already hold a priceless gift. And if this story touched your heart, make sure to follow this channel. Every week we share powerful life lessons that can change the way you see the world. Hit subscribe so you never miss the next story.